My article came from Mathematics Teaching in the Middle School. It is titled All Talk and More Action by Mary Ellen Williams Candick. A 7th grade math class in a suburban school did a project over linear equations at the beginning of the unit to determine what they already knew. The class was made up primarily of high-achieving students. A few had even taken online summer math courses to qualify them for honors algebra. The objective of the lesson was to determine students' understanding of proportional relationships in regards to ratios, proportions, and equation representations. The project aligned with Common Core's algebra standards related to creating equations that describe numbers or relationships. For this project, the students were given an example that said there is a proportional relationship between the number of gallons of water and the number of minutes when irrigating a garden from a hose that flows at 2 gallons a minute. There is not a proportional relationship between the number of gallons of water and the number of minutes when dumping a 5-gallon bucket of water on the garden, followed by watering with a hose that flows at 1 gallon a minute. The project itself consisted of 6 tasks. First of all, number 1, they had to choose a context for their project that will represent a proportional relationship, and they also had to choose a related context that is a non-proportional relationship. Number 2, they had to make a table of data containing 5 coordinate pairs for each context. 3, they graphed their data using graph paper. Number 4, they had to write the formula for the relationship. And number 5, they had to write a problem that could be solved using the information. And then finally, they made a poster with all the information from parts 1 through 5. The teacher, after she looked over all of the projects, made a list of questions based on the students' work to ask during the whole class discussion the following day. The questions and even the order they were asked were designed to orchestrate the discussion, focus on specific characteristics that highlighted concepts related to the task, focus on student attention on trends and differences evident in their work, elicit discussion, and also they qualified as probing in nature. The teacher did not use everyone's projects during the discussion. She used commonalities and differences in the projects as focal points for the discussion. The task itself was selected because of the high cognitive demand that gave the students opportunities to make connections in math, as well as participate in invigorating class discussions. The students were also able to make choices and share the authority with the teachers for their learning. Seeing the varying levels of knowledge helped the teacher to target additional support for the students as they went through the unit. It also helped establish specific goals to focus their learning during the unit. The teacher used this knowledge to create a table of anticipated understandings to use to focus attention on the needs of small groups of students. This example in this article uses a high-achieving group of students. However, this concept of designing instruction based on the way students understand the concept can be applied to any group of students in any school.